and welcome to The Edge, the show where you need brains and balls. Today, our players will compete to roll down these big money cash lanes. The nearer they roll to the edge, the more money they earn. Stop their ball on the edge and they'll get thousands, but go over and they get nothing. Let's meet the players who today are going to push themselves to the edge.
I'm Misbah from London. I work in finance and my love of challenges has taken me to Everest Base Camp.
I'm Paula. I'm from Wallsend. I'm a care assistant and I work on a children's ward.
I'm Colin from South Wales. I work as a landscape gardener and I hold a degree in mechanical engineering.
I'm Chantel and I'm a songwriting student from Essex.
Welcome to you all and very best of luck. In a moment, you'll each take to the lanes to roll for big money. The ball you need is trapped in your podium. I'm going to ask some questions, buzz in with a correct answer, and you'll bring your ball up towards you. Once you've freed your ball, you'll roll down the shortest lane available. The shorter the lane, the bigger the edge, and the better the odds of banking big money. So do well on these questions to give yourself the best advantage on the lanes. 3 correct answers will release your ball. If everyone's ready, fingers on buzzers. The novelist Edgar Rice Burroughs is most famous for creating which vine-swinging Paula?
Tarzan.
Correct, vine-swinging title character. Seoul is the capital of which country? Misbah.
South Korea.
Correct. In the final dance scene of Dirty Dancing, to what song do Johnny and Baby perform their iconic lift? Paula.
I've had the time of my life.
Correct. One more correct answer for you, Paula, and you'll be rolling first on the green lane. What name beginning with M is given to the science of monitoring the atmosphere and predicting its... Colin.
Meteorology.
Predicting its weather and climate over a short period is correct. Alfredo Di Stefano was named European Footballer of the Year twice while playing for which club? Misbah.
Real Madrid.
Correct. Misbah, one more correct answer for you and you'd be first to release your ball. Following the 2015 general election, if I'd been appointed Shadow Home Secretary of which political party? Paula.
Labour.
Correct. And you've released your ball. Congratulations. You'll be rolling first on the green lane. Oh, Paula, you know, you don't hang around. We're not in a rush here, but you seem to be. You made quick work of that.
Yeah.
Did you just want to get away from the podium there?
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted the green.
You were desperate for the green?
Yes.
This is your happy place.
It is.
It went well in practice, did it?
It did, yeah.
Yeah? So you feel you can score some big figures here?
I'm hoping so, yeah.
Well, hit the edge on round 1, and it's worth £1,500. Well, you'll each have one roll to earn as much as you can. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. Paula thinks the edge is possible. You've rolled well here in practice. Have you got a figure in mind?
I want above 1,000 to put pressure on the others.
OK, you've got tactics. Have you got the skill to execute it? We shall see. Best of luck, Paula. Let's roll.
Good afternoon. Fighting talk from care assistant Paula. She loves the green lane and wants to notch up 4 figures.
It's a good, steady roll. It's moving up. And it scores you £1,000. And what was it you wanted again?
I wanted 1,000 or over.
You're a lady who gets what you want, generally, are you?
I try to be.
3 lanes still up for grabs, and we've reset the podium, so fingers on buzzers. Which comedy series was set in the fictional Maplin's Holiday Camp? Colin.
Heidi Hi.
Hody ho, correct. Were you a fan of it?
Not really.
Whales, dolphins and porpoises are all examples of what group of... Misbah.
Mammal.
They are all examples of vertebrate mammals, correct. Amore in Canto and Love in Portofino are all albums by the tenor Andrea who? Colin.
Bocelli.
Correct. One more correct answer, Colin, and you'll release your ball. What are the first names of the comedy duo French and Saunders? Misbah.
Dawn French and Jennifer Saunders.
Correct. One more correct answer from you, Misbah, and you'd release your ball. What type of quiche that originated in northeastern France? Colin.
Lorraine.
What type of quiche that originated in northeastern France usually contains bacon and Gruyere cheese? You came in early and you're correct. It is a quiche Lorraine. You've released your ball. Congratulations. You're rolling next on the blue lane. Tell you what, Colin, I hadn't even said anything beyond what type there, and you came in with Lorraine. You like your quiches, do you?
I don't know any other, so it have to be.
Well, Colin, you've got your work cut out here, because to guarantee your place in the next round, you need to roll £1,100 or more. There is an edge there worth £1,500, so you could be going for big sums of money here. Is that how you're feeling? Is that how it went in practice?
It was OK, hit and miss.
Well, we want more hits than misses, don't we, Colin?
We do.
Right. Are you ready, Colin?
I am, yes.
Let's roll.
Welshman Cullen eyes up the blue lane. Warms up the ball before slowly bending and gently nudging forward.
Moving up the cash zones, scoring you £650. Well, that means Paula is definitely through to the next round. Colin, you're going to have to wait a little bit. Do you think it's enough?
It puts pressure on, so it may well be.
OK, we shall see. Only 2 lanes left. Whichever one of you releases your ball next will roll on the yellow lane, the other will be rolling on the red lane. Fingers on buzzers. What name links a royal residence in Berkshire and the surname sometimes used by the royal family? Misbah?
Windsor.
Correct. Which stage musical features characters Kate Monster, Princeton and Trekkie Monster? Avenue Q. Which organ of the human body would you be using if you used your little grey cells? Misbah?
Brain.
Correct! And Misbah, you are now 1 correct answer away from releasing your ball, but you have been here before a few times, haven't you? We need to get those little grey cells going, Chantal. If I were on the battleship Missouri in 1945 watching the Japanese surrender, which global conflict would I see coming? Misbah?
Second World War.
Yes, the conflict that I would see coming to an official end would be World War II. Correct. You'll be rolling next on the yellow lane. Chantal, you've been left with the red lane. Misbah, to guarantee your place in the next round, you need £700 or more. And you're quite unlucky to be in that yellow lane because you've been pipped twice so far today by Paula and by Colin. It could have been different. You could have had a nice short lane. How's it looking there on the yellow lane?
It's quite a tough lane draw. Try not to be too disheartened, but I'll give it a good go.
OK, any idea of what you're going to aim for? You need 700 to guarantee yourself through to the next round.
I think just make sure I don't overcook it.
Misbah, if you're ready, let's roll.
Misbah is no stranger to a challenge. He's made it to Everest Base Camp. But can he claim a 4-figure roll?
Oh. Oh, Misbah, that scores you nothing. Oh. Well, your only hope now, Misbah, is that Chantal scores nothing and that there's a roll-off. Chantal, you have the longest lane, the red lane there, and to guarantee your place in the next round, all you're going to have to do now is get on the cash zones. Was there a wry smile there, Chantal, when you saw that ball leave Misbah's hand?
A little bit.
How did it go for you in practice?
Not too bad.
Did you get on the cash zones?
A couple of times.
OK, well, that's all you've got to do. Any cash zone will do. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Chantal's in with a chance here. She just needs to get £100 and she's through to the next round.
Oh, is it going to get there? I'm not sure it is. That scores you nothing. At the end of those rolls, Paula, you have £1,000. Colin, you have £650. Misbah, you have nothing. And Chantal, you have nothing. Paula and Colin, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podiums. Misbah and Chantal, to decide who stays and who goes, we're going to have a roll-off. You stay in your lanes. We've removed all the cash values and no money will be earned on this roll. You each roll once more. Whoever is closest to their edge zone will stay. Is that clear? You'll both roll on my command. So if you're ready, in 3, 2, 1, let's roll.
We love a good roll-off.
Oh. So, Ms. Barr, you got closest to the edge. You're through to the next round. Return to your podium. Well, unfortunately, Chantal, that role was your swan song and you're leaving here with nothing. Did you have a good day?
Yeah, it's been really good.
Good stuff. Thanks for playing, Chantal.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Congratulations, Ms. Barr, Paula and Colin. You're through to the next round. Now, Ms. Barr, you made it to Everest Base Camp.
I did.
Why did you decide not to keep on going?
Probably because it cost another £30,000 and probably
Really?
over a couple of years of training, and you've got to be really... It's another level of, there's real danger. So I'm probably brave enough to go to base camp, but not brave enough to start risking my life.
I bet that's pretty impressive, though, getting to base camp.
It is really tough. The altitude is something you don't experience before, and but you see some amazing things that you're not going to see anywhere else in the world.
Yeah, what kind of other challenges have you ever taken on then?
I've run the London Marathon. Not much of a runner, but I ran it just because it was something different to do. I've cycled China and to the Great Wall of China. I've also done things like I've danced in the Paralympics opening ceremony.
Wow. You've
yeah.
fitted along into your young years, haven't you?
Yeah, well, you've got to try and take advantage while you still got the energy.
Yeah, and you've won a roll-off in the Edge. That'll be up there.
That's it. That's another thing to tick off the list.
Absolutely. Paula, you work in a children's ward, which must have its highs and lows.
Definitely, yeah. It's very rewarding, though.
Yeah. Are the kids great, are they? They give you lots of energy?
The kids are amazing, resilient, inspirational.
Every single day is different.
Definitely, yeah.
Paula, you were in such a hurry to get off that podium in that first round. You're in a hurry to get your ball. Are you like that in life generally? You like to get things done? Paula likes to get things done, boys.
I do, yeah.
OK. And Colin, you're a landscape gardener. How did you get into that?
Recently, about a year ago, I decided that I wanted to de-stress my life, and I do a bit of property development as well. So I was able to take some time back and do things I like doing, and I like gardening, and it's really worked out very well. Been very busy this summer, despite the awful weather we've had in Wales.
If you're trying to de-stress, coming on a quiz show like this wouldn't seem the natural next option.
Well, I've been through different things in my life, which mean that I can stay pretty calm in most situations.
So you're pretty calm right now?
Yeah.
Good stuff, Colin. Well, the money you earned is added to your personal bank. So, Ms. Barr, you have nothing. Paula, you have £1,000. And Colin, you have £650. But only one of you can reach today's final and play for that money. Round 2. And we're shutting down the shortest lane. And now we're introducing danger zones, meaning any of the cash zones from £100 all the way up to £1,300 could become a danger zone. If that happens, its value drops to 0. How many danger zones you face depends on how well you do on the questions. Release your ball first, and not only will you take the shortest lane with the biggest edge, but also no danger zones. This time, you're going to need to answer 4 questions correctly to release your ball. Fingers on buzzers. What is 360 divided by 6? Colin.
60.
Correct. Which baseball player's name is mentioned in the Madonna song Paula?
Joe DiMaggio.
In the Madonna song Vogue and the Simon & Garfunkel song Mrs. Robinson. Correct. What are used to make the housefly in the 2009 film Up? Paula.
Balloons.
We'll accept that. Helium balloons we would have also accepted. Which king established the Church of England with himself? Ms. Barr.
Henry VIII.
Correct. Henry VIII established the Church of England with himself as its supreme head. What does a cartographer make or compile? Ms. Barr.
Maps.
Correct. The characters Hepzibah Smith, Marvolo Gaunt and Rodolphus Lestrange were all created by which author? Ms. Barr.
J.K. Rowling.
Correct. You need one more correct answer to release your ball. What is the name of the cult space comedy which starred Craig Charles? Paula.
Red Dwarf.
Correct. You need one more correct answer to release your ball, Paula. You're not going to get pipped to the post again, Ms. Barr, are you? The United States Congress consists of the House of Representatives, Colin.
And the Senate.
And which other house? The Senate. Correct. Which Scottish DJ singles include Bounce and Acceptable in the 80s? Paula.
Calvin Harris.
Correct. You've released your ball. You're rolling on the blue lane. You've done it again.
Yay!
You picked Misbah to the post. You've got yourself the shortest lane with the biggest edge.
Cool.
And this time, the edge is worth £2,000. And you have no danger zones. You each have 2 rolls, which will be added together. Whoever earns the least is leaving us. So, Paula, you've got £1,000 on the green lane. Feeling confident now with your rolling?
No, I'm really nervous, but I want to do as good.
OK. You've got 2 rolls. Shall we see you first?
Yes.
Let's roll.
Paula's the can-do lady that doesn't hang about. Will she be lucky on the blue lane?
Steady. It doesn't look like it's going to creep up to 1,000. No, it scored you £600. How do you feel?
I could have done a lot better.
You've got another roll to come. There are 2 lanes left. Whichever of you releases your ball next will be rolling on the yellow lane. The other will be rolling on the red lane. And you'll both be facing danger zones. Fingers on buzzers. On which part of your body would you usually wear moccasins or loafers? Colin?
On your feet.
Correct. Which element has the chemical symbol Zn? Colin?
Zinc.
Correct. Who presented TV shows Watchdog and The Weakest Link? Misbah?
Anne Robinson.
Correct. Which French cave, discovered in 1940, is famous for its prehistoric wall paintings, believed to be around 17,000 years old? Lascaux. Which J.M. Barrie novel opens with the line, "All children, except one, grow up"? Colin?
Winnie the Pooh.
Incorrect. It's Peter and Wendy or Peter Pan. You're frozen out of the next question, Colin. If I observed a star explode and suddenly become much brighter, what celestial activity have I been watching? Misbah?
Supernova.
Correct. In boxing, who is the only professional world heavyweight title holder to have retired undefeated? Colin?
Rocky Marciano.
Correct. You like your boxing?
Yes.
One more correct answer from you, Colin, and you'll be rolling next on the yellow lane. In 2014, Mark Reckless defected from the Tories to which political... Colin?
UKIP.
That's right. In 2014, Mark Reckless defected from the Tories to which political party? You said UKIP. Correct. You've released your ball. You're rolling next on the yellow lane. Misbah, you've been left with the red lane. So, calm, Colin. As you know around these parts now, you'll be facing 1 danger zone. Before you roll, we need to find out where your danger zone will be. It'll move up and down your yellow lane, and it'll stop when you hit that button there. Best of luck. So, £450 is now gone from your lane, replaced with 0. You land on that, you get nothing.
OK.
How do you feel about that?
I'd rather not have it, but I know it is, and at least if I get past that, then I'm in with a shout against Paula.
OK, Colin, are you ready?
I am.
Let's roll.
Calm, Colin. Needs to start ramping up that rolling power.
Oh, Colin.
Keep going,
It's
keep
not
going,
massive.
keep going.
It's going to score you £300. Need a bit more muscle
more
behind
of-
that, do you think? Yeah? Being a bit too calm, Colin.
Yeah.
Need to get some adrenaline flowing.
OK.
Misbah, you've been left with the red lane. It's a long way to roll. You're going to face 2 danger zones as well. So before you roll, we need to find out where they are. They're going to move up and down the lane, and when you press the button, they'll stop. Good luck. And they have stopped on £950 and £250. They have gone from your lane. They've been replaced with 0. How do you feel about that?
I think with Colin's role, I think just keep it relatively steady in the middle.
OK. Best of luck, Misbah. Let's roll.
Misbah has already survived a roll-off. He needs to land high to stay in the game.
And it's a very tentative roll. It's creeping over the first danger zone, and it scores you £400. You've gone just ahead of Colin, Misbah, but again, it could do with a little bit more behind it, couldn't it? OK, before everyone rolls again, let's have a look at what you've earned so far. Paula, you have £600. Colin, you have £300. And Misbah, you have £400. Paula, it's tight. You're just ahead there. Only the edge would guarantee that you're through to the next round. You've hit the edge in practice, you said before.
Yeah.
You had a bigger roll before on the green lane.
Yeah.
You're going to give us a bigger roll this time?
I'm going to try.
OK, best of luck. Let's roll.
Paula's proven she can hit 4 figures. It's a steely focus as she releases her ball.
It's not looking massive. It scores you £550. We'll add that to your first roll, giving you a total of £1,150. Not the big roll you were looking for.
Not at all.
No. Well, the danger zones remain where they are. Colin, your danger zone there on £450. You rolled below it before. 900 would take you to £1,200, which would guarantee you through to the next round. Whatever happens with Misbah's roll.
That's what I got to go for.
Yep, you going for 900?
I go for 900 or more, yes.
Let's roll.
Well, Colin knows what he's got to do, but it's a high target to aim for.
Bit more weight behind it this time, Colin. It's looking good. It's moving up towards 4 figures.
Stop.
It's going to stop on £1,300, gives you a total of £1,600. Congratulations, Colin. You're definitely through to the next round.
Thank
Where did that come from?
you. As you said, stay calm.
You've put a lot of pressure on Paula here now because she is now nervously awaiting Misbah's roll. Misbah, your danger zones stay where they are on £950 and on £250. You need £800 to guarantee that you're through to the next round. You need a big roll, Misbah.
I do.
You've been a bit short, haven't you, so far?
I have, yeah. I think I just need to go for it. Hopefully it'll be enough.
Are you ready?
I am.
Let's roll.
So far, Misbah has rolled pretty cautiously. He needs precision here as he tries to dodge the danger zones.
Definitely a bit more weight this time. It's heading towards the cash zones, over the first danger zone. Oh, you've hit your danger zone, which means you score nothing and your total is still £400. Oh. If the danger zone wasn't there, you'd be through to the next round now, Misbah.
I know.
Oh, it was so much better than your previous rolls, but I'm afraid with the 2 rolls added together, Paula, you have £1,150. Colin, you have £1,600. Misbah, you have £400. So Paula and Colin, you're through to the next round. Please return to your podiums. Misbah, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. And you were pipped a few times there, weren't you, in the lanes, and ended up yet again with a long lane.
Yeah.
Do you think that's where it's all fallen down to?
I think so, but to be honest, the other 2 are just much quicker on the buzzer. So, I mean, all credit to them.
Have you got another challenge lined up?
I would love to, if my wife will let me sail across the Atlantic, but we'll see how it goes.
Oh, that's a big one. Thank you so much for playing. Goodbye. Congratulations to Paula and Colin. You're through to the next round. It's been tight. It's been quite nervy. Paula, you've jumped off that podium first every time, got yourself over there, got yourself the shortest lane. Do you do anything in your spare time that might give you that extra yard here?
I do a bit of body combat.
Oh, OK. It's going to get
Yeah.
physical, Colin. What does that involve?
It's a kind of boxing, tai chi, karate, all mixed in and like with music.
Sounds fun.
And I've got two sons, so they take up a lot of my time as well.
How old are they?
Josh is 15 and Zach is 10.
Will they be watching you?
I hope so.
Colin, what do you like to do in your spare time?
Well, I've sung with my local male choir for 33 years,
Wow.
which is a long time, but it's taken me all around the world. So I've sung in some great places, like Hollywood Bowl and that big place in London, the Royal Albert Hall. So it's a great pastime. Singing's good for you anyway, but the travel as well is fantastic.
It makes you feel good singing, doesn't it?
Definitely.
We'll see if you're on song in this
Let's
next
hope so.
round. The money you earn is added to your personal bank. Paula, you now have £2,150. Colin, you have £2,250. That money is safely banked for the finals should you get there. Round 3. And we're shutting down another lane. In this round, there's only one danger zone, and the first player to release their ball will control it and can place it anywhere on their opponent's lane. You'll need 5 correct answers to release your ball. Fingers on buzzers. Louise Brown was the first person to be conceived. Colin.
Test 2.
Yes, Louise Brown was the first person to be conceived using the medical procedure IVF, but I can accept test tube. Correct. Film director Sam Mendes was formerly married to which famous... Paula.
Kate Winslet.
Formerly married to which famous British actress? Correct. If I had claustrophobia, what, by definition, would I be afraid of? Paula.
Enclosed spaces.
Correct. One of the few galaxies visible to the naked eye? Paula.
Milky Way.
Incorrect. One of the few galaxies visible to the naked eye. What alternate name beginning with A is given to galaxy M31? Andromeda was the correct answer. So you're frozen out of the next question. Colin, this is just for you, but you don't have to answer. David Wilkie won an Olympic gold for breaststroke at what distance? Colin?
100 metres.
200 metres. Incorrect. You're frozen out of the next question. Paula, you're back in the game. Which Lib Dem leader announced his resignation the day after the 2015 general election? Paula?
Nick Clegg.
Correct. Colin, you're back in the game. Which superhero is the main focus of the film The Dark Knight? Colin?
Batman.
Correct. From which European country did Brazil become independent in 1820? Paula?
Portugal.
In 1825? Correct. You need one more correct answer, Paula, to release your ball. The author, Samuel Langhorne Clemens, is better known by which... Colin?
Mark Twain.
Correct. By which name? Delia Smith is the joint majority shareholder, Paula,
Norwich.
of Norwich City Football Club. Correct. You've released your ball. You're rolling first on the yellow lane. Colin, you've been left with the red lane. Yet again, Paula, in a hurry to get the shortest lane with the biggest edge and get your ball on the edge in this round, and it's worth £3,000. And you have 3 rolls which will be added together. Whoever earns the most money in this round will go through to the final. Paula, you'll be rolling first. An unfamiliar lane, but a familiar position to be in for you today.
I did well on practice in this lane, so I'm hopeful.
What was the most you got there?
I think I got the edge a couple of times.
A couple of times? Well, a couple of times is all you need to get £6,000 into your bank, which would be lovely, Paula, wouldn't it?
It would be fantastic, yeah.
Are you ready for your first roll?
Yes.
Paula, let's roll.
Paula's one very competitive lady. She's been the first to roll every time.
It's got some speed, it's got some pace. It's slowing down nicely now. Is it going to stop for you? A fantastic roll. It scored you £1,300. And you were a whisker away from the edge there,
Yeah.
Paula. You've definitely got it in you, haven't you?
Yes.
You look happier now.
I feel happier.
And you've got a decision to make. You control a danger zone. You can put it anywhere on Colin's lane, from £100 up to £1,300. Where are you going to choose?
750.
Your reason for that?
Because it's sort of midway and he's going to want to get into the higher figures. So I'm thinking 750 forces him backwards.
OK. So Colin's £750 is now lost from your lane. Its value drops to 0. Are you going to go high and try and match Paula, or play it safe?
I have to get past the 750 every time. I think she's playing very well.
Give me an amount.
1,300.
Colin, you got 1,300 on your last roll. But it was on the yellow lane, so you need a bit more oomph to get it up there on the red lane.
But in practice, I was OK on the red lane as well, so...
Let's see how you get on for real, Colin. Let's roll.
Colin's demonstrated his zen-like calm. Faced with the danger zone, can he get his ball on the edge?
It's pacey. Is it going to slow down for you? I don't think it is. It's over the edge, Colin! scores you nothing. It's not all lost for you, Colin, but you have set yourself a tough task now. Because after the first roll, Paula, you have £1,300 and Colin, you have nothing. It's a different kind of pressure, though, I always think, at this stage of the game, Paula.
It could all be lost by his next ball.
So you've got to keep the pressure on.
Yeah,
Keep the rolls high.
I'm going to try.
You ready for your second roll?
I am.
Let's roll.
Paula's proven she's a skilled bowler. She needs to keep adding to her kitty to stay in the lead.
It's got a bit of weight behind it. Not as fast as last time. Is it going to creep to four figures? No, it scores you £850. We'll add that to your first roll, gives you £2,150. Steady as you go. Now you've got a choice. Do you want to keep that danger zone on 750 in Collins Lane, based on what you just rolled, or are you going to move it?
Can I move it to 1,000, please?
You can move it to 1,000. We will move that danger zone right now to £1,000. That means the value of that cash zone is £0. What's you thinking, Paula?
I'm just trying to put pressure on him.
He needs big figures. Colin, you need four-figure sums
I do.
to stay competitive here. And Paula is pushing you further and further up the board. So last time you were over the edge. This time, you've got to rein it in a little bit.
Yeah, take a bit off.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's go big.
Let's roll.
Colin's lagging behind with 0 in the bank. He seriously needs to aim high.
Oh, that doesn't look big, Colin. It doesn't look like it's going to get on the cash zone.
That's very bad.
It scores you nothing, which means you still have nothing.
Bad news.
It's not over just yet, Colin, because we have to see what Paula can roll in her third roll. You said that the red lane was good for you in practice.
It was. It's deserted me. Red is my colour, too.
Well, after that second roll, Paula is on £2,150 and Colin is on nothing. It's time now for the third and final roll in this round. Paula, your task is simple. If you get £900 or more, there is nothing Colin can do. Even the edge is not enough for him. You control the game right now. You've rolled big in this round. Are you going to do it again? Are you going to take him out of the game?
I hope so.
You keep saying I hope so and then putting in these massive rolls. £900 or more, Paula, puts you through to the final.
Okay.
Best of luck. Let's roll.
There's no doubting her competitive spirit. Can Paula pull out another big roll to secure a place in the final?
It's got weight behind it. It's moving up into the higher cash zone. Scores £1,000, Paula, and we add that to your previous total, gives you £3,150. Do you feel like you've got the hang of this now, Paula?
Yeah.
Well, this very rarely happens, Colin, but because of Paula's fantastic final rolls, it's impossible for you to catch up with her score. So you won't be rolling again, sadly. So with the rolls added together, Paula, you have £3,150. Colin, you have nothing. That means, Paula, you take what you've earned into today's final. Congratulations. Please return to your podium. Colin, you earned the least amount of money in that round, so I'm afraid you're leaving here with nothing. But I do hope this experience hasn't re-stressed you.
No, not at all. It's been my first TV show and I've enjoyed the day, so it's been great.
Well, you're a performer on a different stage many, many times, but we're glad you've enjoyed your first telly experience. It's been lovely having you here. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Congratulations, Paula. You've made it through to the final, where you'll be playing for all the money you've earned today, a total of £5,300. What would you do with that money?
Well, I'm going to be 40 next year, so I would really like to go to New York.
That would be a great way to celebrate
I
turning
think so.
40. Who would you take with you?
Possibly my best friend, Lynn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So a girls' weekend?
Yes.
Or maybe a week?
Boys at home, girls' weekend.
And a lot of shopping as well while you're there.
Yes, I'd quite like to go to that famous jeweller's and possibly pick up some earrings.
Nice. What a lovely way to mark your 40th.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I wish you all the best. It's
Thank
a
you.
tidy sum you have in the bank. It's the final. And we're shutting down one more lane, which leaves only the red lane. We've removed the cash values from that lane, leaving only the edge, which is now worth all the money you've earned today. Stop your ball on the edge and you'll win £5,300. Go over the edge and you get nothing. But you have a chance to make it easier for yourself by answering some more questions. Each correct answer increases the size of the edge. The more questions you get right, the bigger the edge, and the easier your final roll. You'll have 75 seconds to get as many right as you can. Is everything clear?
Yes.
Let's put 75 seconds on the clock, and your time will start when I've read the first question. Which US golfer is nicknamed the Golden Bear?
Pass.
Jack Nicklaus. In 1995, Seal had a UK top 5 hit with Kiss from a what?
Rose.
Correct. In computing, what does the G stand for in GIF?
Pass.
Graphics. If I were cooking a chimichanga, what would I do to a burrito to make it?
Stuff it.
No, fry it. Which bird is the title character of an 1845 Gothic poem by Edgar Allan Poe?
Eagle.
The Raven. Which TV show features the long-running character Charlie Fairhead?
Casualty.
Correct. What reflex is initiated by an irritant in the trachea or respiratory tract?
Sneezing.
Cough. In which decade did Ray Reardon become 6 times world snooker champion?
70s.
Correct. In H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, the Earth is attacked by aliens from what planet?
Mars.
Correct. El Dorado is a legendary South American city famed for what substance?
Gold.
Correct. Pharrell's single Happy was used in the second film of which animated franchise?
Despicable Me.
Correct. If I had £20 and I spent 75%, how much would I have left in the... Your time is up. How much would I have left? The answer is 5. I can tell you, Paula, you've answered 6 questions correctly. So to see what that score has done to the edge, let's take to the lanes for the final time. Well done, Paula.
Thank you.
That was very good work from you, as usual. Now, every one of your correct answers increases the size of your edge. So, shall we put them onto your lane?
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's your final edge. Earned because you've been brilliant all the way, as you were there on your questions. That's a decent-sized edge to aim for, Paula. How confident are you of hitting it?
Not at all confident.
You've kind of said that every round,
know.
haven't you? And then pulled out big 4-figure rolls, which has got you the sum of £5,300 to play with. Now, you have a choice. You can roll for the full £5,300 with only 1 ball and 1 attempt to hit the edge. Or you can take 2 balls, but that means you'll say goodbye to half the money and roll for £2,650. Or you could take 3 balls. That's 3 attempts to hit the edge, but you'll be playing for 1/3 of the money, which we're calling £1,767. When you see those 3 sums there, and you think about your trip to New York, what does it leave you feeling?
I really want the 5,000, but I don't know if I'm brave enough.
Big difference there.
There's a big difference.
A lot more cocktails.
Yeah, that's true.
If you went for the bigger amount, you might get the trip to New York and then something for the boys as well.
Maybe.
What would they be saying now, do you think?
Josh would definitely be saying, get the big one. Actually, they both would. They both would.
They'd say, take 1 ball, Mum.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Paula?
I don't think I'm brave enough.
Do you normally rely on your gut, or do you normally go with your head when you make decisions?
Never, ever, ever go with my head. Never, ever.
OK, what's your gut saying?
My gut's saying take 2. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
You're taking 2 balls and you're rolling for £2,650. Boys are going, oh, Mum!
Yeah.
Well, they won't be, of course, when you hit the edge. You have 2 attempts, Paula, to do that now. How are the nerves?
Jangling.
Take a deep breath. Visualise your ball going onto that edge. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
It's time to take on the edge for £2,650. Let's roll. Said you're a bit short in practice. Are you a bit short? You are, Paula. You've pulled up short there.
Yeah.
You've got a good metre or so more to go to the edge. You've had 1 practice roll.
Yeah.
This is for real now. How are the nerves now?
Worse.
Well, the stakes just got a little bit higher, I guess.
Yeah.
But those diamond earrings are dangling away on the edge. That trip to New York, it's sitting right there. You know how to do this. Are you ready, Paula?
Yes.
Let's do this, Paula. For the final time, for £2,650. Let's roll. It's got more weight. Is it enough? Is it enough? Or is it going to go over the edge? I think it is. It's over the edge, Paula. Oh, you just gave it too much. Oh, thank you so much for playing. You've been brilliant today. You've made this a really competitive game for us today. It's just too much adrenaline pumping through you there.
Too much at stake.
Well, it's the price you pay, I guess, for being so good all day, because you kept being the quickest off the mark and you had the shortest lanes, and then you get to this red lane, it's a whole new experience, and the pressure there as well of going for that final sum. You'll get to New York for your 40th, I'm sure.
Yeah.
OK. Well, sorry for you and sorry for Lynn as well. She'll be gutted.
She will.
Well, you weren't able to hit your final edge, so sadly, Paula, you're going home empty-handed, but it's been great having you here. We'll be back next time with more new contestants pushing themselves to the edge. Why? Because that's how we roll. Bye-bye.